All right, guys, welcome to this Q&A overtime stream. Figure we do this now just because we are doing the World Series tonight and we're not doing overtime after the game. So figure we'll do an OT stream now. At some point, I have a cleaning service coming, so just keep that in mind. At some point, there might be some noise in the background. I might have to leave for like just a couple of seconds, so just keep that in mind. But we should be good to go. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. My name is JG9. If you've never been to one of these streams before, how it works like this. Fire away in the chat, any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. And you should get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Any audio, video, chat, GPT, you see what it takes to get into the queue. What if sports simulations, Sporkle quizzes, you see what it takes. Before we do this, I'm going to spin the wheel for live band karaoke. Got to some of the requests last night. $50, I'll sing any song on this list. $25, you get a song half off. And we are going to go from there. So, $25 to get this. The song half off for this stream and this stream only. How's it going, JP? Happy NBA Prime opening night. So, KOC dumb decision. When said he was fine. Rock around the clock. Okay, wow. Rock around the clock. I haven't heard him do that one in a while. Rock around the clock going all the way back for this one. All right, so that's the song for half off for this stream and this stream only. All right, let's start the clock. And speaking of the clock, let's go from there. Got to get down on Friday. Yep. Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to lose big to the World Series with that one. How's it going, Nick? How's it going, Michael? Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Game one tonight, Boba Jet playing first for the first time ever. Glad to see him healthy again. Glad to see him back. Did ChatGPT break the rule of Charlie Brown? Adults instead of trombone sounds? Oh, man. So, KOC dumb decision. Wen said he was fine. Wen said he was healthy. So, and the logic he used in terms of not putting Brosmer in, it was like, look, we don't want to throw him into the fire. In a situation like this, we don't want to throw him into the fire. Because you can develop bad habits in that case. So, I'm not crazy about it, but I'm not going to go dumb decision on it. Wen said he was good, and the logic of I don't want to use Brosmer just because I don't want to throw him into a bad situation. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm not going to do dumb decision on it. Michael, let's do a Patty song. Put it to a vote. How's it going, Michael? We are sick in bed with a cold, and my parents think might be COVID. Ooh, stay safe. That sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, someone took the Iowa spot, unfortunately, Anthony. Someone took that one last night. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay. We're doing World Series tonight. Oh my God, Anthony. So, Anthony, that also gives you the right. That's my one that I do appreciate you, man. That also gives you the right to Hundo Jack a game. So what that means, I have this thing called the Hundo Jack. And what the Hundo Jack is that it gives you the right to have me call any game you want me to going forward for one stream and one stream only. Holy cow. Holy cow, man. I can't thank you enough, Anthony. Holy cow. And we got another one. We've got Dane with the $5. Which game do you want to get you in the call for it? Michael with a $5 gets you on the email. All right, let me put this on. You guys are coming hot tonight. Holy cow. If the JJ McCarthy experiment goes bad, who do you think is on the hot seat next year? What kind of job turnover would I expect? If it goes bad, I think KOC's seat might be warmed up a little bit. But obviously, this is, for all intents and purposes, this is rookie season. For all intents and purposes, this is his rookie season. Which game you want, Dave? Appreciate you, man. So I don't think anyone's on the hot seat just yet. Not the slightest bit. But if next season the Vikings are bad and McCarthy's not good, I mean, Quincy's not been the best guy at drafting. So tomorrow's all I need. All right. How's it going, Ali? It's been a while. I was going to say. Appreciate tuning in for this one. Holy cow. I can't thank you enough, man. I cannot thank you enough. All right, if we don't do Iowa tomorrow, we're gonna do we'll do it. We'll do Iowa on another day. If we don't do it tomorrow, because if he doesn't win the vote, I will make sure we do an Iowa game later on in the season. I will make sure of that. So I'll make sure, no questions asked, we'll do at least one more Iowa game this season. Oh, man. But yeah, I would say, Dane, on that one, if it goes bad, I think they would clean house. Because at that point, GM, it would not be great. Yelling still in shambles, yeah. Because I think last year, it's not like it was practicing last year, getting anything from yeah, this is a rookie season. This is 100% a rookie season for JJ. So, for all intents and purposes, he gets a pass this year. Next year, if they're still not good, and McCarthy's not improving, and he's not showing any signs of getting any better, then I could see, him gone as GM, and I could see a complete rebuild at that point. Because at that point, it would be, 5 seasons with KOC without winning a playoff game? At that point, it's going to be tough to keep him. They might just have to clean house, if he's not the guy. But no one's on the hot seat this year. It would take something crazy for that to happen. All right, Blink-182 party song. I appreciate you a ton, Anthony. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right, party song. And thoughts on the NBA gambling thing? Yeah, the fact the NBA covered it up, it's not a good look for the NBA in the slightest bit. It's really bad. NBA is in some serious trouble right now. And at this point, you have to question the leadership of the NBA. Like, the fact that the NBA knew about this and allowed the Hornets Heat trade to go through, go like 4-13, depends how they go 4-13. Does he lose the locker room or not? He would start on the hot seat. He would definitely start on the hot seat, but some of the issues this year are not his fault. But you look at last year's draft, it was not good. Right, sweeping down the rungs to the point where Miami didn't know about Rozier's thing, but it's crazy because the sportsbooks knew about it, the Hornets knew about it, the NBA knew about it. Like, the Heat deserve compensation. The Heat 100% deserve compensation for everything that happened. Because of course they wouldn't have made that trade if they knew that their player was involved in illegally betting. Like, of course they would have done that. They covered up the information. The NBA is spineless right now. They are spineless. I'm wondering if the sportsbooks will sue the NBA due to litigation where people lost money on these games. You know, there's going to be a lot of litigation out of this. It's going to be a lot. The sportsbooks flagged it. The sportsbooks were the ones that alerted the NBA to this, and they did nothing about it. So I wonder if that's going to be... Oh, no, you're good, Michael. I don't know if they're going to sue. Like, they could sue in the sense that, look, we got all this inside information on this. We alerted you to it. You did nothing about it, even though we have the safeguards in place. And we lost a lot of money because of what you did. Townside personally threw the East Coast Celtics. He did not play well that series. Yeah, there's going to be a lot that gets uncovered with this. It's going to be pretty bad. But regulation of gambling ads, I'm with you on that one, 100%. Ain't like smoking. All right, Mud is the next song. You guys are incredible. This is insane. We already have over 100. We just started the stream. Anthony, I can't thank you enough. I guarantee we'll do an Iowa game. Also, Anthony, if you want, you can pick a song on the list. Because you donate 100, you can pick any song you want on this karaoke list if you want that. If you don't, it's all good. But if you want a song on that list, you can do that. I mentioned was signing him 7. Oh, wow. Well, I don't think he threw that one. I think that was just LeBron going off. My fiance plays factor in JG9. I have problems with him, but most of the decision makes sense at the time. I get that. I've not listened to the new album. Yeah, Mud sounds like classic Blink-182. This sounds like the Blink I know. This is the best one outside the hits so far. Yeah, we're not doing OT tonight, so just keep that in mind. I have a hard out for this one at 7:30, just because I get everything set for the World Series stream. But we do have banners for the World Series stream. Easiest to rig is boxing. Easily. Braves saying there are more reasons I have mixed feelings. Which we're on Dodgers? Who are we on? I hope the Blue Jays win. Yeah, Jets team's the worst, yeah. Yeah, see if I open point card available, jeez. So Braves saying there are more reasons I have mixed feelings about Freddie from than just Simeon on the Dodgers. I get that. Hardest sport to rig, probably like track and field, swimming, but easiest is definitely boxing. Which everything pretty great sets, yeah. Yeah, who knew fields was going to suck outside of literally everyone? Over 10 on 3s in Game 7. So I don't know. Right, it was Rozier. Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't Thomas. Yeah, Rozier was involved in stuff. I haven't heard anything about Thomas, but he didn't play well that series. As rough as Glenn's been, his defense has been better. Who's his quarterback? So he hasn't announced yet. He has not announced who the quarterback's going to be. Yeah, that's why you can just call fouls. Tennis, you can call stuff out when it's in, and vice versa. He's trying to play mind games with the Bengals so they don't know who to prepare for, whether it's Tyrod Taylor or Justin Fields, which is insane to me. Like, you're going to play mind games when you have crap and crap. 14 and 2 pointers. Yeah, everything is now under suspicion. Especially if you saw the Suns-Kings game. The 3-pointer that the Kings had that they called a 2, even though that was very clearly a 3 and they never reviewed it. It might have been where, yeah. We're still singing the old Zimmer sets yet. Yeah, we know it's got to be Taylor. I mean, you can't go to Fields after what your owner said about him. You just can't. We all know it's like the worst kept secret in the world. Yeah, my quarterback sucks. It was a waste of money. I hate him, and we need to get rid of him. And by the way, he's going to be starting this week. Yeah. Whether the Giants are inconsistent goes back to coaching. Also, when you have a rookie quarterback, there's going to be a bit of inconsistencies, growing pains and whatnot. But I can't trust anything right now. Nope. That's the problem. You lose the integrity of the sport, you're screwed. Once people question whether it's real or not, Bengals select the game plan for Tyrod and win handily. I don't know about handily. Depends what version of Flacco we get, but I do have the Bengals winning that game. I said by 10. All right. Let's do this ChatGPT. Somebody says LeBron's involved in the scandal. I saw that account that had like 200 followers. I think it was satire. But nothing would shock me at this point. Honestly, this is the tip of the iceberg. There's no way this is it. Glenn sucks at media stuff, but I don't think it's bad schematically. Biggest problem is game management that can improve in time. You would think. And then there's some coaches like Hackett that never improve on it. I mean, to be fair, Campbell was bad at in-game management, and then he improved on that a lot. Where the 85 draft lottery was rigged in favor of the Knicks. I mean, I believe the cold envelope theory. I completely believe it. I did not get a chance to see the rant video yet. Oh, man, I totally forgot. I did not get a chance to see it yet. I will see what I can do tonight with that. Yeah, it was a busy night last night. Really busy night. Sorry about that, man. We got 2 videos dropping the next 2 days. We got a Jets-Bengals video, and we got a Patriots-Browns decision. All right, let's do this email from Michael. Appreciate you guys. Some Super Bowl ChatGPT in. Here we go. Welcome back to Frazin. Wildcard weekend is here. Steelers are resting, but the rest of the AFC is about to be baptized in Manning Frank Best. Oh boy. Baptized? More like waterborne stupidity if the Dolphins are still pretending to be contenders. I do good. Dolphins do good. We all do good. Frank, you're picking the Dolphins? Historically speaking, that's a bold move. They haven't won a game since Tik Tok was tolerable. I do good. Dolphins win. Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl conspiracy? I don't believe that. NFL, I think, is off the hook. Ray Hackett was always a heck. That's true. Yeah, anyone who had him as an OC knows this. The oracle has spoken when Frank decrees, destiny obeys. So wait, do Dolphins play in the water or with the water? You're so stupid you think the Dolphins are an aquarium exhibit. I'll drink to this one. Oh, Norm. All right, let's start with the AFC. Chiefs, Dolphins, Jags, Broncos, Patriots, Ravens. 3 games, 3 chances for chaos. There's so many room for everyone except Rob's team officials. They've already blown 4 calls for kickoff. Typical refs are so blind, they think Skyler's smart. Yeah, back to Hamilton. Yeah, I don't know why. I hate it. It's a channel-by-channel basis. I don't know why. There's no way to change it back. I've tried everything. Put 100 on Toronto. Bottom line for the chat. Oh, let's go. Fingers crossed. Rooting for you, man. Rooting for it. Most likely double-digit upset tomorrow. Let me check the spreads. You know, the Giants fine. Someone else said earlier, the Giants fine. You had to do it. You can't have someone yell at the doctor like that. Most likely double-digit upset. I mean, Cuse could potentially against Georgia Tech. I'm not crazy about it, but Cuse could. That's 16.5. FAU Navy, I mean, if you can stop the triple option. How's it going, Jonathan? Appreciate you tuning in. NFL told Pete to throw because they want Marshall as MVP because MVP talks to me. No, I don't buy that for a second. How's it going, Jonathan? Appreciate you tuning in. Or double-digit upset. Yeah. So again, Big Bang Tree mentioned a scandal about Sue Wrestling. Yes, I don't know the full details of it, but I do remember when that happened. Something called envelope. One envelope was put in completely different than all the other ones. I have to double check that. I also see with the way Colorado has been playing lately, Colorado potentially over Utah. I don't think it's going to happen, but that's a double-digit upset. If I'm going double-digit upset, I'm going to take Houston over Georgia Tech. If I'm going double-digit upset, that'll be the pick. People like Hackett and Enemy, who are Hall of Fame quarterback, offensive mind, head coach merchants, always make me skeptical as to how good of head coaches they can make. Yeah, if the quarterback can mask all the problems, yeah. Was Hackett the cost of Jags' appearance? Yes, it was. It 100% was. Professional poker player, be expert on MLA game like story. I'm not a professional poker player. I'm not that good at poker. I do not have a good poker face. 1998. When Starcraft was winning, Emily grabs multiple, almost imperfectly looking for the next one. I could buy that. Over on SEC big losses tomorrow, 1.5. Let's go 1.5 on that one. American football doesn't seem like a sport that lends stuff well to fixing. We can throw flags. Actually, very easy. You can throw flags. It's pretty hard to fix, but you can throw a lot of flags. Baseball, you can rig because of balls and strikes. I mean, anything you can negate stuff. And that's why track and field and swimming are the hardest to do, because you can't negate anything. Hopefully Gophers take home the Floyd tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, Michigan State, yeah. All right, so here we go. Dolphins, Chiefs, KC Electric under the lights. Mahomes the magician against Tua the unpredictable. Yeah, the bar's on the floor with that one. And Frank's prophecy is on the line. Tua launches one downfield. Tyreek Hill touchdown. Miami Dolphins like a shocking lead. I did good. Well, holy crap, the Dolphins learn how to fly. How many chat GPTs are you? This is the only one so far. So I got nothing else in the queue. This is the last thing on the queue as things stand. But I'm good with anything. I have a hard out at 4:30. That's it. Or 7:30, I should say. Well before the scale, but after all this, I can't say how it wasn't rigged. There's definitely a history here with the NBA. Mahomes is the king. Tua just robbed his castle. Oh, Norm. The prophecy stands. The Dolphins, in defiance of logical mathematics, advance face the Steelers. Hello, Jack, in effect. So we're doing Minnesota, Iowa. If that is not the game, we will do an Iowa game at some point later in the season. So that's the Hundo Jack. Is Minnesota, Iowa. If that is not the game, if that game gets taken... Looks good, Michael. If that game gets taken over by someone else, because you can't Hundo Jack before you make the call, if that gets overtaken, then we will do an Iowa game later in the season. So the Hundo Jack is we're guaranteed to do one Iowa game going forward. In the regular season, not counting bowls. Yeah, Lakers and Kings, yeah. Well, it wasn't a conspiracy. That was legit. Tim Donaghy was the referee, and he rigged the series. Yeah, the Western Conference Finals in 2002. That wasn't a conspiracy. That was legit. Like, he went to jail for that. The referee intentionally gave the Lakers a ton of free throws in Game 6. Having the lottery is legit this past year. It is crazy. I mean, the group that runs the lottery, I don't think they would put the reputation on the line like that. They do show the lottery live in the back room. But, how's it going, Adrian? Appreciate it tuning in. But, how can you trust anything right now? There's a lack of trust. How can you trust anything? We have to wonder if anything else was rigged. Yeah, 2012 is the first one that comes to mind because the Hornets were owned by the NBA. And I really wanted to start a quarterback. I did hear that. You choose between crap and crap. Number one, it's not going to help any of you. It's not going to help any advantage. Yeah, exactly, Jacob. The other thing, too, is that Woody Johnson came out and just said the field sucks. So, something tells me it won't be Justin Fields starting. I don't think, with Woody Johnson's comments, that Justin Fields can be starting this one. We're coming for you, Michael. To a time forever. Great, I can't wait. Right, that needs to be acknowledged. Yeah, no asterisks, but deserves to be acknowledged. She's so delusional, she thinks the ocean's undefeated. And Jaguars Broncos. The Jaguars, number 2 seed. My boys take down Denver 38-20. Trevor Lawrence looking at North Scott throwing thunderbolts of accuracy. He looked like a shampoo commercial with a throwing arm. Still, that sets up a Jaguars divisional matchup against winner Patriots Ravens. Oh boy. Appreciate bye week for my team. Yeah. Jags need a bye week badly. Taylor's better. Flacco will still win. I'm with you 100% on that one. 100%. Patriots Ravens, a clash of attrition exhaustion. Patriots win 17-14. So we got Steelers, Dolphins, Jags, Pats, and Frank's prophecy halfway complete. I do good. Dolphins survive. Jaguars too. Survive. They should send Frank a thank you card, especially the cheat code of the NFL. You need to sit. Yeah, exactly. It's like saying the 1919 Reds won the World Series. I mentioned Black Sox. Yeah, exactly. Prediction for tonight's game. I hope the Blue Jays win. I think Dodgers win game 1 because Yamamoto, but I hope the Blue Jays win. Hornets one of the worst teams in the NBA in 2011-12, so they were one of the favorites first overall, but yeah, probably, yeah. The Bobcats were even worse. Right now that matters because the Steelers are going to just crush everyone. We all know it's going to be like 400-0 in this series. Dolphins won a playoff game. Yep, it's unrealistic. KOC getting demonstration for abusing once. No, so the logic for with Brosmer was like, I don't want him to develop bad habits. Don't want to put him in a bad spot. And when said he was healthy, and the doctors checked him multiple times, I made sure. So I'm not crazy about it at all, but I'm not going to say the decision on that. Herbert's tied with Roger Staubach on the passing touchdown list. He's a Hall of Famer. No, he's not. Well, Roger Staubach is a Hall of Famer. Yes. Herbert is not even close. Yeah. Over the NFC, the Lions steal the Cowboys. There's that list of the Bears and Eagles sailing the Packers. Sounds like a Norm weekend in Detroit. Chaos, booze, and questionable decisions. Oh, Norm. So next week, Steelers, Dolphins, Jags, Pats. If Frank's prophecy holds, I do good. Steelers win, Jaguars win. Destiny continues. One other superstar with Shaq, that's why. Yeah, I believe the conspiracies now with the Mavericks. With the trade for Flag, or trade with Doncic, and then you get Flag back. May wins MVP, fact or fiction? Oh, man. I don't want to... He's top 3 right now. That schedule's pretty easy. That schedule is really easy. A part of me wants to... Man, that is tough. Represent home opener soon. Yep, 6:30 Eastern time. Oh, man, that is tough. I am going to say... I mean, there's no clear-cut favorite right now, so May against the field, it's fiction. But... It would not shock me. I have him being top 3 in the vote. Oh, he's going to get votes. If you say fact, fiction, May gets a vote. Fact, 100% fact. It just really win. I'm not ready to call it just yet. Joel should get MVP votes. I mean, offensive line would never do, but he has changed the Chargers a lot. With all in there versus not, it's like a 9-day with the offensive line. He'll get a vote. Fact or fiction, he gets a vote. 100% fact. I don't see a universe unless he gets start where he doesn't get a vote. But winning the award is going to be tough. Does Rodgers become the 5th quarterback to beat every team Sunday? I have the Packers winning that game. But it wouldn't shock me. Packers are still not clicking 100%. All right, Mike, buddy, if that happens, you do realize we're facing each other in the AFC Championship, right? We won't have any other way. 2 egos, 1 broadcast. Oh, my God, have mercy on my ears. I'm bringing backup amps just to drown out the shouting. History awaits, destiny beckons, and somewhere a goat whispers, believe. As 4 teams in the AFC, or 3 teams in the AFC, their playoff hopes vacated. All right. That was the last thing in the queue. We got a hundo earlier. Again, Anthony, if you want a specific song, a karaoke, you have every right to. You got that in. So just keep that in mind. If you want one, just let me know. We got 37 minutes. I want to show you some really quickly, though, for this series. So this is what we're rolling with tonight. Check this out. We're going all in for this one. We got home run. We got run. We got strikeout. Notice I watched NBA anymore. I get that. Double play and win. We got that for both teams. So we've got the graphics for everything. I think tonight we don't do the organ music. Tonight we're going with the regular music. 1 million viewers for NBA Prime Review. Over. I'll go over on that one. Believe me, I want the Jays to win. I really do. Yeah, I don't think the organ music's appropriate for the World Series. We're gonna go with the regular intro that we do. Because organ, at this point, it's getting real. Organ's like, oh, it's a nice day for a baseball game. This is not that. This is blood. Well, my friends feel the same way. I'm questioning how legit everything is. How can you not at this point? I mean, based on everything that's happened, how can you not question whether it's legit? And that's the Metro Dodge any real opposition routes at the World Series this year. Yeah, they had pretty much a cakewalk of a schedule. Though Phillies were a good team. Phillies definitely were a good team. But the thing that Bud Selig said when I spoke with him is the moment that people question the integrity of what they're watching and whether it's legit or not is when you lose trust and when you lose a league. You lose a sport. That's what the Black Sox was about. And this is the 21st century version of the Black Sox scandal. Especially because there have been incidents before. Like, the NFL has never had, like, the NFL's had two things like this before. Both of them have Wikipedia pages, so I'm probably not going to do a video on it. But the 1946 NFL Championship and 71 Oilers are the only two instances of this happening in the NFL, and both times they found no wrongdoing. No World Series is out on Halloween? That surprises me. The Burles Bengals lost to the Jets. I would be pretty surprised. No, shocked, but I'd be surprised. Definitely be surprised. About the NBA situation, it's really bad. When the FBI gets involved, it's really bad. Unserious Basketball Association, the UBA, yep, I like it. I'll put it this way. How bad is this? When the federal government and the FBI are getting involved, that's a problem. This year will be one. Yeah, that'll be Game 6. Game 6 would be Halloween. We'll be live for every game except Game 3 for the World Series this year. So here's the game plan if not. If World Series ends in 4, what's going to happen in the NBA season? I mean, it's still going to go on, but I think Silver could be ousted. I could see a lot of changes in terms of how you are allowed to bet on the NBA. Like the removal of prop bets for the moment. You'll see once done about 1,000. To put NBA on my TV, put NHL games on instead? Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter for me. I don't have a Nielsen box. If you don't have a Nielsen box, it's not like it does. I guess for Prime it does. For Prime, they can track that. The basketball, I like that. So if it ends in 4, if there's a sweep either way, FIU, Missouri State Wednesday night. Players should stop bear teams investigate situations. Well, what's crazy is that you saw it with someone who was talking about the Kawhi Leonard situation. What was crazy about that is he said, or college games, yes. What he said is that we don't have enough people to investigate that. You have billions of dollars. You can't get a $60,000 employee to evaluate all the sponsors? Like, really? You get better people in the building? Well, the fact is that they don't need to do that necessarily. I mean, they need to get more people, but they need, Silver was alerted to this. The NBA was alerted. They were flagged by the sports books when Rozier, all the money came in on that because it raised suspicious activity. And the sports books alerted them and they did nothing about it. And they also, not only did they do nothing about it, they allowed the trade to go through with the Heat. But isn't he doing a right job? I appreciate you, man. Every game of the World Series? No, we're not doing Game 3 because it's Monday Night Football. But we are streaming every other game. Like, everything will get flagged. And what's crazy, too, I don't know if anyone's ever done it, but if you place a large enough bet, it doesn't go through right away. They have to review it personally, and then they can adjust, like, okay, you can't bet this amount of money. You can only bet this amount. I've done it before. If you place a large enough bet, you have to talk with support, or you have to shoot them an email, or they'll adjust it. So, like, if I place, what if it ends at 5? I'm getting to that in a second. So let's say right now, I place a bet. Let's see World Series bets. I'm not going to do it. But if I place a bet for the World Series, I place one on this game. Let's see. If I go... Wait. Let's try this. Okay. Right, the NFL, Paul Hornung and Alex Karras. Yeah, but that wasn't their teams. That was not their teams involved. It's had only two songs left. Oh, wait, hang on. I don't think it went through, Michael. Here, let's go through. Yeah, let's go through. That's why I was confused with that. So that always gets you. Yeah, Hornung and Karras, but that was not their team. So it's only twice it's happened with a team involved. 46, the players didn't play, and 71, the player reported it immediately. Yeah, so if I were to bet, let's say pitcher props. Let's say Blake Snell, velocity of the first pitch. You can bet on that. You can bet on this. You can bet how fast Blake Snell's first pitch will be. Let me see if I can do it online. Just to show you an exact thing. Because this is what makes this all the more confusing with the NBA. Oh, fish for $4? Yeah, go for it. Let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. Yeah, fish for $4? Let's do it. Let's do it. So if I were to go MLB, okay, we're going to show you how it is. If I were to go here, And we're going to bet... I'm not actually betting on this. If I were to go on this game, and I show you pitcher props, stuff that can easily be controlled. When's the time starting? I think he's going game 2. Worst scale since Black Sox, yes. Yeah, but the rest of legal gambling charges. So like this is easily controllable. Blake Snell, velocity. If I'm like, hey, still switch, not Yamamoto. So I think it's going to go with game 3. But if I were to go here, first pitch by Blake Snell will be 94.9 miles per hour or slower. So like a changeup or a curveball. Oh, I don't want to like log in, but screw it. Really? I'm just trying to give an example. I'm not actually placing a bet on this. I'm not placing a bet on this because I'm not gonna do that. But if I were to place a bet on something like this, easily controllable. Like there's only one person involved in this one. It's not like, because obviously you can control how fast you throw. If I were to bet, Michael with a 420, appreciate you, man. I'll put it to a vote too. I totally forgot to put it to a vote. If I were to bet like $10 on this, that the first pitch will be 94.9 or slower. You have to bet on him because I pay attention. That's what someone would want you to say. Technically, if zero is a place to bet, no, I'm not going to do it. But if I were to bet any after the game, no. Well, it's like a 2-hour, like 20-minute game. Let me put Michaels to a vote. Try betting the over on sex every game. But if I were to bet, let's say, $10 on this, they're not going to flag it. $10 means nothing. If I were to bet $50,000, that would get alerted. It wouldn't let me do that. So if I were to bet $50K, it would not let me place that bet without consulting someone. Like, there are fail systems in place for stuff like that. Because I've done it before. What? I've gone high before. A lot of times it was arbitrage, when I used to do that before I got, like, banned from half the books because I was beating them, but if you go high on something that's easily controllable like that, an individual player prop that's easily controllable, they'll flag it. And they will say, okay, you can't bet this amount. You have, like, the max you can bet is this. Or they won't let you place the bet at all. Pitcher matchup tonight is, well, Snell's going for the Dodgers. It sounds like minor alert, yeah. Is there 7 more for the games? No. Not before the games. Snell and Trey. Last bet I made? I don't know. You get banned from... Yeah, it depends how you do it. If you're smart about it. There's some books I'm smart with, some that I was not when I started out. But help for a little bit. Like someone like that. Like they would be like, okay, why is he paying that much money on the velocity of first pitch? What does he know? So they won't do it. There are a lot of them where they won't do for something like that. They won't let you place it. So it gets alerted. And they have that fail system in place. Being smart, yeah, more recognized leagues, yes. Right, more recognized leagues and more, not the most obscure props, if that makes sense. Like if you're doing it with Chinese basketball, or you're doing it with, some more for the games. Or you're doing it with, like popular leagues, but random players. And like alternate lines, that'd be a little bit different. Vito with a 5, appreciate you, man. One equal sick and tired of the Dodgers, which Commissioner 7 make him disappear. Oh, I love that. Which game do you want, Vito? Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want? Mizzou Vanny, alright, get you on it. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, so in terms of the World Series, though, if it goes 5, or it goes 4, we will do the Missouri State FIU game Wednesday. If it goes 5, Halloween, we will do a college football game. I'll put that to a vote. Or no, I might... I'll put that one to a vote. Alright, definitely I register for them for using bank sites. Yeah, That's not a bad idea. When it counts 300, it did. Yes, it did. That was a 300. It started off as 164. It went to 464. Minnesota, Iowa was not in front when it happened. It was 5 to make call for Friday game on Thursday. Well, the CBS Sports Story, yeah, it'll be between Memphis Rice, UNC Cuse, and Sam Houston, Louisiana Tech. Should we read some Halloween? I don't know yet. If it goes 7 or 6, I mean, problem is if it goes 6, because I can't do a you make the call because I wouldn't know until that night for what the game would be. Oh, no, you're good, Michael. You're good. I wouldn't know what the game would be yet for the Saturday Night College Football game because I haven't announced the times yet. Also, I need a day's notice to get all the bugs in. So I don't know. If it goes 6, we're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna wing it. That was good. Sorry, Iowa plays at 7:30. Yep. We're doing Iowa. Like, it seems like Iowa's gonna be the one. Most Hollywood through Hennepin County. That's a good way of doing it. Iowa doesn't play on Halloween. Or, yeah, they don't play on November 1st, I should say. So I'll figure something out there. Where there's an all-top 10 matchup, yeah. Is there an all-top 10? There are a lot of good matchups that week. Is there an all-top 10? I mean, there's... Well, I'm not going to do a you make the call for 3:30. Do it Saturday night? Yeah. Well, we're doing it Saturday night, yeah. You can win tomorrow? I think we can, yeah. I don't see why not. They should be the favorite like every game. Only game listed was even worthy simulation video. Oh, wow. No, I do. You would definitely wow on that one. All right, Anthem is the next song. So the 3:30 game, I'm making an executive decision on that one. We're doing Florida, Georgia. Executive decision. We're doing Cocktail Party. I'm not putting that to a vote. I am not changing anything. We're doing Florida, Georgia for the 3:30 game. I don't care what else is on. Yeah, crap in the ball. Yeah, definitely not. But November 1st, we will do Florida, Georgia. That is probably the only exception to the top 10. Favorite Blink song so far as it's changed. I mean, still for me, All the Small Things. It's still All the Small Things. So this album is by far their best. I'd probably go with Adam's song of the ones on the album. All top 10 matchup like Kevin Harlan. I don't think there's not going to be any top 10 matchups that day. Just looking at the schedule, there's no top 10s. I don't see anything that could become a top 10. Like, I don't see anything that has any chance of being... Oklahoma, Tennessee... I'm assuming that would be the night game. So Oklahoma, Tennessee, they would want that ABC. So I'm just going to assume Oklahoma, Tennessee will be... would be the night game. Game 7 should be Halloween every year. I'm not crazy about that. Because what if it's on a Sunday? World Series goes to 6. Will trick-or-treat me down in Toronto, LA areas? Yes. I remember so shortly. Nice. I mean, I went to the World Series on Halloween. And... like, you didn't see anyone in costumes. If I had my whole career on it... If I've bet my whole career on it, we're going to go Bills-Rams. Remember first for Cinema Week? Yep. I mean, there's still good matchups, so there's no, like... not a ton of... like, there's not, like, a top 10. No, it's truly perfect. You see what takes in the queue, guys? Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. This is going to be hot take with your nations. I appreciate you guys a ton. World Series game should we see on Halloween? Well, if it's on like Sunday, like you don't want to do it on a Sunday to compete against the NFL. Well, the 30th, yeah. Well, they would always do that. They'll always do it on either the 30th or the 31st, so they'll never have a day off like that. World Series play on Sunday if there's a rain cancel game? Yes. Yes, they would do that. Favorite Halloween candy? M&M's. I mean, Blink-182 defined a genre. It's defined an entire genre. All right, so Michael's donation is going toward 24813. Let's go over that. Iowa. Bears v. Buffalo, handily? I don't think handily. Especially with Dalton starting, potentially. Will they compete with Thursday football? MLB? I mean, yeah, they would do that. They compete with Monday Night Football. I actually think it makes more sense for them to compete with Thursday night than Monday night. Like if you really think about it, Monday night's over the air. Thursday night it's not. You gotta get a streaming service for that. But yeah, that was a really good album. They would compete with that. Sundays they lose in the ratings. It's funny how it worked in like 20 years. MLB went from the king on Sundays to like the NFL didn't even schedule a Sunday night game against it to we're going to schedule a Sunday night game against it to now MLB does not play on Sundays. Only 3 remaining. Wow. Whew. More really big yesterday in European football? Nice. Wait, only 3 remaining. Holy cow. Man. It's crazy how that worked out, but I get it. That's going to be one big. That is good. All right. All right, let me put this ChatGPT in. Commissioner Stephanie and the Whining Quartet with the Dodgers. Oh, boy. About 5 million people watch Game 1 ALCS and Chiefs Lions ratings can be good. They can be, yes. Absolutely. I was like going to Milani more. Oh, wow. Well, some has been gone for a while. I know that. Mets fan tickets game 6 and 7. Happen to have tickets for the Giant Monday Night game. Oh, definitely. I'm surprised. I think that was a lot of people back then. All right, so here we go. The Whining Quartet and Commissioner Stephanie. Here we go. I don't want to see the Dodgers win again. It's not fair. They always win. It makes me feel small and unimportant, and the Cubs never win. Every year it's the Dodgers win again. I just want the Blue Jays, but no. I deserve that my team win. I'll go Speedo on that one. I'll go Speedo. I deserve to have my team win. If I can't pick the one, the game is broken. Commissioner Lay, fix it now. Yeah, I'm tired of everyone acting like the Dodgers are so perfect. I bet they don't know how to tie their shoes. Well. Sounds like the children are upset again. Right, 7 OU Tennessee, yeah. Best friend of the Whining Quartet, I love Little Brown Bear. We're not children. We're important fans. You're 4 and 5. You're basically emotional baseballs with legs. That's mean. I am not a baseball. I have feelings. But Miss Commissioner Stephanie, can you make the Dodgers just stop winning? Please. They're too good and it makes me sad. You mean use my power as the most powerful woman in baseball to get rid of the Dodgers? Michael with a 5, appreciate you, man. Get you on the email. You guys have been hot tonight with this OT stream. You guys are awesome. I can't thank you enough. You guys are incredible. Put it to the Iowa game, since that won the vote. Yes, exactly that. You could ban them, or make them wear ugly uniforms, or make them play with bad players, or make them lose every game. The whining septet. Well, Dora's not whining. I don't know who Mike the Knight is. We did Peppa Pig every now and then. Peppa Pig has been like an honorary member. Dora's not really whining. You know? That's actually a brilliant idea. Do you know who my favorite team is? The Giants? The only team that matters. So you'll really do it? You'll get rid of them? It could be going up with OU Tennessee. But World Series wins that one. They would win over college football easily for that. Most sacks before turning 30? Yeah, he'll get there. He's a Hall of Famer. He's definitely making the Hall of Fame. Oh, I'll do more than that. From this day forward, the Los Angeles Dodgers are now, get ready for it, the Los Angeles Swifters. Yeah, Angelica's way more wild than Peppa, yes. She's bossy. Yeah, I just love how nothing ever is great with him. What? The Swifters? That's the dumbest name I've ever heard. Their uniforms will be pink and gold. Their mascot will be a cat named Olivia Swift. Any of it today? No, we'll have a video tomorrow. Their home games will only play Taylor's version of the national anthem. That's actually kind of pretty. Study Fetch or ChatGPT? Which is? I've never heard of Study Fetch before. But ChatGPT, I mean, it plops out so much inaccurate information. The Dodgers are gone. They're gone. And if anyone complains, they'll be turned into Giants fans. Thank you, Commissioner Stephanie. You're the best. You know, this still weird, but okay. I've never seen Foster Stone. Oh, yeah, Angelica, well, she's like a bully. Did we at least set a point every now and then? Any video Sunday? We should. We should have a dumb decisions from a historical thing involving Bill Belichick, and we should have a history video as well involving Jets Bengals. Don't challenge Commissioner Stephanie. Nope. I want my team next. Make them win too. Security, please escort the royal pain to the exit. The guards drag out Little Princess and everyone. Are you sure this will make people mad? Let them hate. Hate is just the first verse of my era. Now be gone, you brats. Be gone. Next up, Michael's email. Divisional round. Dolphins Steelers. It's 15 degrees. The field's half ice. Miami's out here is sort of like it's spring break. This is going to be bloodbath with frostbite. Miami has no idea what they're walking into. Rodgers is red hot. Metcalf is on fire. And Frank, well, he's probably controlling the weather. I do good. Was it like a Poochie situation? Poochie died on the way back to his home planet? I signed an affidavit making sure. Dinner search on Sunday. Will Monday's video be? I don't know. Probably in defense of, or it would either in defense of or something history about something that happened on Sunday. Like tying it back. Rob with the Sixer. You wanted Washington, if I'm not mistaken. Sean McDonough calls a game with Caillou Lower Bear. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I love that. I do good. You know it's cold when the beer is shivering. Oh, Norm. Washington. Yep. Got you on it. A spectacle of elements, willpower, and inevitable destruction. Football in its purest, most barbaric form. So the Dolphins are mammals. They should be fine in cold water, right? You're so stupid you think penguins have Wi-Fi. You know, on the field, Summer says, I can't feel my toes, right? Not just on your history video. No. It will tie to something that happened. Tua's warming up with a spacer. The Dolphins look like they've never seen snow before. Welcome to Pittsburgh. Summer, where dreams go to die. And Frank goes to do good. I make snow good. Miami makes snow bad. Frank's weather control is more reliable than the Dolphins' offensive line. You know, I was watching from a heated box. He just texted me, pray for Miami. 14-0 after like 20 seconds. Miami's score just slipped on ice and face planted into another man's kneecap. That's what happens when you play in flip-flops, you dumb fish. Pass interference, you're all cheating. And thus begins the annual migration of Miami tears. The refs give penalties for crying. The Dolphins were forfeit by halftime. Yep. No other release. Nope. Dodger Stadium, usually you're not going to get any rainouts. Rodgers again, rollout, Fryermuth touchdown, 42-0 in the second quarter. Tua just threw a pass, get intercepted by Snowdrift. Wait, can Snow play defense? You're so dumb, you probably think Blizzards are part of the defensive roster. I can't feel my face. I hate this city. I hate snow. I hate football. That's Frank Pat Summer. I do good. You're warm now. The snow melts around her, and she's standing in ankle-deep mud. Oh, come on. She's melting faster than the Dolphins' playoff chances. At halftime, Manafort Destiny returns. The lights dim. Thunder rumbles. Frank leaps from the roof into midfield. Landing on the meteor. I bring good. At halftime, I do good. A giant ice sculpture of the Steelers logo rises behind him as he summons Aurora Borealis over Pittsburgh. That's the best halftime show of all time. Nature itself bends to his chaos. Frank just turned halftime to the second of Zeus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Manifest Destiny is all about. Fireworks explode. 98-0 in the third quarter. The Dolphins Senator started praying mid-play. Goodell texted me, is this legal? I replied, it's Frank. He said, okay. This is a hate crime against Miami. Lady, the only crime here is your team's existence and the fact that Chris Greer still has a job. Finish for a game? That would be nice. I would love that. I think that would be a really good idea. But the problem is that Simpsons broadcast didn't go well. They don't have the technology for it. They just don't. Isaac with the fiver. Get you on. Minnesota. Tuesday, 49 history videos? Yes, they would. HUD's defense, KOC in court in a lawsuit murdering Carson Wentz. Oh, yes. Yeah, this time of year, this part of the country located entirely in Pittsburgh? Yes. May I see it? No. Ralph, look at this voice. You could do it in that voice. You could. Appreciate you, Isaac, as always. If I say call the cops, but they probably just joined the Steelers defense. Oh, Norm. 182-0. Dolphins packing up on the sideline. A mercy killing by way of domination. A masterclass of football cruelty. I do good. Dolphins stay home. I stay. He's like Santa Claus if Santa broke ankles and froze souls. It was still my hero. Kim Possible game. Not, it wouldn't make sense now that it just, they don't have the revival of Kim Possible. It was still my hero. I'm still your therapist. 182-0. Jaguars also win. No NFL team should have a weather delay. No, if there's like lightning. Hang on, give me a second here, guys. Hang on. All right, there we go. Yep. Again, like I said, I have cleaning service coming, so. Yeah, when Prime did Prime for Raymond Spins, they showed the mascots. Yes, I saw that. That was great. That was phenomenal. Cherry covers a bye week this week, yes. All right, to Destiny, Chaos, and Frozen Dolphins. Oh, Norm. I do good. See you next week as the Frozen theme plays on. All right, so we got 2 more things in the queue so far with the chat GPTs. So I'm going to get these in. I'm pretty sure you guys tuning in for this one. You guys have come in hot tonight. We're not doing OT after the game, unless it's like a 2-hour, 20-minute game or something like that. So. All right. They showed Mark Andrews and Jalen Waddle. Yeah, I think at this point, they don't know anything. There's no intrigue for that game. There's no appeal. Should not be streamed? Nope. Should be like Weather Channel, like 4 in the morning. Alright, so let me put these 2 things in. With McDonough. And then... Lamar in wheelchair minus 9.5. Yeah. Christy remember that day? Well, you gotta do football. I mean, you could have a good game, and then potentially see a dumb decision live. Any typing noises? Yep. Perfect. So we got 2 ChatGPTs in, and we're going to be live for the World Series. We're going to have a hard out for this one at, I would say, 7:30 Eastern Time. And you guys have been incredible so far. I appreciate all you guys a ton with this. Substitute live for that game, minus 100, probably. With Harbaugh and McDaniel, oh yeah. Dan Shulman, don't know a whole lot about him. Don't know a ton about Shulman. It's been a while since I've heard his voice. All right, here we go. Sean McDonough calling a game with Caillou and Little Brown Bear. Oh boy, here we go. The crowd roars, the lights shine. McDonough sits between Caillou and Little Brown Bear. Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of tonight's matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins. I'm Sean McDonough alongside my special guests, Caillou and Little Brown Bear. Same thing with Buck Martinez. Have not heard his voice in a while. Little Brown Bear, yay, hockey, I want to be the goalie. That's great, Caillou, but for now, maybe we'll just watch the goalies. I don't like the jerseys. They're not brown. Why are they brown? Everything should be brown like me. Right, okay, and there's a shot on goal. Oh, big save by Samsonov. What a stop. That was too loud, Sean. You scared me. Don't get too excited. Sorry, Caillou. It's live sports. There's yelling sometimes. Well, I'm hungry. I want a snack. Well, they have snacks in the booth. Because this is professional broadcasting, not daycare. That's not fair. Mommy always gives me snacks. Well, Mommy's not here, Caillou. It's just me and whatever that creature is. Will that person have an answer? Probably not. Whatever that matchup is, or that is. He would say, I don't know what he's doing. For Helen Style, probably not. Allow horn blares, the crowd ups. And then it's a goal. The Maple Leafs take the lead. But I wanted the other team to win. Jerry theme song, nice. Stop crying, Caillou. You make my ears hurt. I don't like loud babies. I'm not a baby. You're a baby. No, I'm a big kid. I can see better than you. No, you can't. I'm the best hero. Gentlemen, please. This is hockey, not a preschool tantrum contest. Yeah, I saw that. That looked weird last night with the Nordiques and the Whalers. Just reminds me that those two teams should still be in existence. Caillou knocks over the microphone. Sackville's here. Oh my god, for the love of Gretzky. Someone knew Caillou's mic for do something regrettable. Lover starts kicking the broadcast table. This game is boring. Why can't I play tag instead? Because it's the NHL, not recess. He leans toward the camera. We'll be back after this commercial break. Assuming I still have a job. Hopefully minus these two little gremlins. Caillou continues crying. Little Bear screams for a snack. Sean looks exhausted. In the third period, they're finally asleep. They're finally asleep. Finally, peace and quiet. The Bruins tied up. Oh, what a night. All right, let's not wake them up. Next week on ESPN, we'll have actual commentators. Please, for the love of God, I never want to hear them again. Yes, I still have a job. Yep. McDonough could snap and say, like, the 7 dirty words you can't say on television, and I would still give him a pass for that, because that would drive anyone insane. Speaking of insane, KOC last night. Lionel Hutz defending him in court. Oh boy. Next case. Carson Wentz versus Kevin O'Connell. Allegations of reckless endangerment, coaching malpractice have been called fourth quarter cruelty. Your Honor, Lionel Hutz, attorney at law, and I'd like to add ungrateful player syndrome to the charges against him. I didn't want to be out there, man. Oh, I see. So now you're the victim just because your spine bent like a lawn chair. Classic athlete move. Yeah, well, you know, we were just trying to execute the game plan. Put our guys in position to succeed. Carson was one of those guys. I told you I couldn't feel my arm. Worst call by referee in college football history, 5th down. Definitely 5th down. 13 if you're a sailor. There you go. Yeah, 5th down is the worst call. I told you I couldn't feel my arm. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client is a football coach. He doesn't understand things like human limits or medical clearance. He only understands one thing. Winning, or at least covering the spread. which, by the way, I've got a case on that in the NBA that I have in like an hour. So we better make this lawsuit snappy because I will see you in an hour for my next lawsuit. I'm defending some Celtics player, Hornets player that did something about covering the spread or a bet. I don't know what it is, but the jury murmurs, well, I told Coach O'Connell that Wentz's shoulder was hanging on by a thread. Then he asked if the thread was tough enough to get through the fourth quarter. Oh my. Doctor, could you clarify, when you said thread, were you speaking literally or in a more metaphorical, football-y way? Can you imagine anything worse? 72 Olympics was also pretty bad. Yeah, exactly, Ellie, yep. Literally, it was medical floss. Aha! So you didn't use standard thread. Interesting. That's going in the win column. Make a note of that, Jerry. Didn't use the standard measurement for thread. Now, you might think my client forced a man with the durability of wet cardboard to play behind 5 traffic cones pretending to be linemen. But you'd be wrong. And why is that, Mr. Hutz? Because, Your Honor, I've just discovered, he flips over his briefcase, that I have no evidence whatsoever. Coach lures me back. Maybe don't say that part out loud. Oh, don't worry. I'm playing 40 chess, Coach. You see, if I admit we have nothing, the jury will feel sorry for us. Look at my client. He's clearly been through enough. He coaches the Vikings. That's the best defense he's ever made. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world of rules. Rules like, don't play a guy with one working limb. But sometimes, rules must be broken. Because football isn't about safety. It's about ratings. You know, that's not wrong. Demonstration Super Bowl history, Mike Holmgren's clock management Super Bowl 40. At the end of the first half Super Bowl 40, Mike Holmgren's clock management was atrocious. Also, if you equip my client, I'll throw in a free coupon for Hudson Associates neck brace. Guaranteed to snap back your faith in justice. He winks at the camera. A cheesy jingle plays. The jury finds KOC liable on all counts. Yeah, you know, that's something. You gotta look at the tape, make corrections, be better next time. See, that's the spirit. Now, Coach, about my payment. Do you accept Viking bucks? We don't have that. There's no such thing. Then I'll just take a game-worn helmet, this half-eaten granola bar. Bites it, tooth immediately falls out. Justice tastes stale. Now, excuse me, I got an NBA lawsuit to defend next. Suds walks out the courtroom, parking obviously not validated as always. This from Mr. Panelist, yep. That's a case-by-case basis, Michael. That's a case-by-case basis. Depends on a lot. Depends what the crime is. All right, we got 10 minutes left in the queue. Hang on. All right, I'm doing all right, dude. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate tuning in for this one. We got nothing left in the queue as things stand. I could just add the time on for a different OT. If we don't have anything, could just add it on. If anyone's got any questions, fire away. But we'll be live for the World Series in about an hour. First pitch for that, probably around 8:05. I'll be live for that starting at 7:50. So we'll go live at, no, we'll go 7:52 on that. Turn 600 into enough for a World Series venture 3 times over on one parlay. That's impressive. Good for her. Made that all back in no time. All right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to add the time on to another OT because it seems like everything's starting to die down a bit in the chat. If there's any last requests, otherwise we'll add on to a different OT. Once I'm with you on that one. But it's a case-by-case basis. Depends what the crime is. But I'm definitely in the harder up. How come with the spike line? I don't know. I honestly don't know how I came up with that. That's a great question. I don't know how I came up with that line. It just came to me one day. Old Patriots Broncos team from 2014 and NFL and CBS in mid to late 2010s was a vibe. Yeah. Well, that was a great game. Oh, no, that was a Sunday night game that I was thinking of. Not that one, but you know, CBS the late 2000s, early 2010s was a vibe. They did a good job. It still is a vibe, but it felt different. It felt a little bit bigger back then. How's it going, Steven? Appreciate you tuning in. Got soup to make? I'm sorry, what? Well, that I've seen other people do. I just decided to, like, make it my own. A fire alarm, my college wore for hair products? Oh, God. That sucks. Man. That sucks. Yeah, God bless fire alarms. God bless fire alarms just completely... going off. Especially that game having to fall in a cold fall evening with New England. Yep, when the lights are off and it's like a later game, oh man, that was a vibe. Yeah, Villa I did not see losing. Villa I was shocked by. It's a go-ahead? I mean, really? Villa? You see Mr. 0915 complete vibes. Yep, I'm with you on that one. And for last night's disaster went down, JJ Mack back in. Well, I mean, McCarthy's the starter. McCarthy's 100% the starter. KOC said if he can go, he can go. So that's not going to be an issue. McCarthy's the guy. He's clearly the guy that KOC wants. You think KOC wants to play Wentz? No. Results from the retroactive exchange? Yeah, that's got a good case for it. That's not even arbitrary. That's not subjective. That's an objective thing. Every World Series game is Monday? Yes, I am. Yep, so we're doing game 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I run my little on the bag, yeah. Only 2 losses? I would have lost on that one, too. 100% would have lost on that one. But yeah, something like that where it's completely objective should be overturned. But I went off at 3 a.m. because someone skipped an alarm. Oh, God. I've had to go off in hotels twice before. I had it one time in Hawaii and one time at the NFL draft in Nashville where the alarm went off. I didn't know what it was. But that's not fun. What was a kid doing up at 3 a.m.? That's the question. Somebody threw a football and bumped into the detector? Oh, God. I'm confused as to why would a kid be in the hallway at 3 a.m. unsupervised? I'm a Yankees fan cheering for division rival because I'm not interested in Dodgers CP. I'm with you on that one. You know, Romo fumble bag. Yeah, completely. Completely on that one. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. Any last calls for anything? We got 5 minutes left. High school in Obama's first inauguration day. Somebody pulled the fire alarm, so I missed him being sworn in. Oh, man. I remember watching that live in, watching that live in my social studies and math class in 6th and 7th period. 94% of the game is right. That's a very high percentage. You guys seem to know soccer, like, really well. Like, it seems like you never lose on one of those parlays that you've got when it comes to soccer. Like, you're never playing from behind, which is awesome. And we're live for the World Series today. I got the emojis in, so you can use them already. I'll set that stream up again. You guys are awesome. The fact we did all this on like a random stream on a Friday, 3rd straight day of OT streaming. That was a 3-year-old me watching Obama's first inauguration. Nice. Yeah, I watched that in 6th grade social studies class and 7th grade math, or 7th period math class. Cyrus been part of our lives since the moment we were conceived. I can tell. It's like me with football. Oh, it was first selection I voted in? First one I voted in was 16. That was the first one I was old enough to vote in. Now it's overrated for real. I think they're for real. As long as they can stay healthy. I think they're for real. I think Mac Jones is overrated. 50 reps get in. I don't know how much trouble they got in exactly. I know there was like a fifth down thing in the NFL back in the 60s. And they got suspended for a game. Well, Michaels get in trouble for mentioning the field goal hitting the wire? No. No, he corrected it. At this point, he's playing with house money. Al Michaels can do whatever he wants. I think the NFL has made that very clear with Al Michaels. He is past the point of caring. Like, what are they going to do? It's like, okay, you can't call any more games? He's probably retiring soon anyways. You get the day off school for the inauguration. We've never gotten the day off for inauguration, unless it fell on MLK Day. Feels like 21 Niners? It could to some extent. The NFL one, it was a Rams game. I think it was against the Bears. Yeah, 1968. Let's see if I can link it. In 1968 it happened. We introduced Duke to another one for Tennessee game, probably even shorter. Yeah, I'm assuming there won't be a lot to write about it for Tennessee. Should be able to beat them pretty easily. Watch the European Conference League instead of NFL during Thanksgiving. Well, you can make a lot of money off of it, so I get it. Completely get that. What game is Browns-Pats vid on? It's a dumb decision involving Belichick. 1992. Something that Belichick did that was really stupid, oddly enough. But I think Thanksgiving this year too. Nice. And then on Twitch, it looks like it made us Prime exclusive. That's a bummer. I can't imagine how toxic Twitch chat would be with NBA. Twitch chat NBA would be the most toxic thing ever. Oh, man. I'm just going to apply the bonus now. Again, last call, we got 1 minute left in the OT period. This is the last day to vote on this. You make the call. All right, Ward back, yeah. When you get Ward back, Colts Singer is going to get even better, yeah. 5th down, Nebraska, yeah. Colorado, Nebraska, yeah. Yeah, it happened with Rams Bears 1968. Yeah, my first selection was 16. Because I was born in 97, so that was the first one I could vote in. I mean, Twitch chat when you have FBI involvement. Yes, it'd be pretty bad. Okay, Michael, yeah. It'd be like when the NFL opened up a Discord. The NFL made a Discord, and it was like the whole world. They had to shut it down immediately. Mine with a $5 email. All right, give me a second here. Oh. Not the final version, all good. Restrict track for sorts, probably for the best. All right. I'm trying to figure out what would be the downside to this. Hang on. Give me a second here. Give me a second. I just got a weird trade-off in my Dynasty League. I don't see a downside to. Wait. I got a first in this. Yeah. I'll take that. Okay. Primary do Super Bowl? No. I don't think they're ever going to do Super Bowl. I think we'll stay over the air. Our broadcast college keep learning. Yes, exactly. All right. Creating the song with Son of a Music. Okay. So, play it on the air? I'm assuming you want me to play this song on the air. Oh, yeah, play it on the air. All right, here we go. Will ABC ESPN do good with their job in the Super Bowl? Yes, I think they will. Buck and Aikman are great. They do a good job with football. When it comes to the NFL, ESPN does a good job. So, here we go. The new Frazen theme song. Play on there. Here we go. Appreciate you, man. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, this is the Frazen theme song.
Warriors, the field ablaze, steel clashing, hearts ablaze. our pros. Stats ignite. Norms be ready.
Come on, 2014 instruments are turning to lose away from risk.
Calling jokes, they cut like knives. Michael calls the play-by-plays alive. Fries and lights, fries and loud. Steelers' glory shakes the ground. Norms cheer, Jaguars roar. Football legends forevermore.
Yeah, it's official day, so yep. So 61 I have an ABC game stream on Disney Plus, and Disney Plus also have Mickey Mouse Focus. I could see that. I definitely see that. We went to a race for today. Well, it's baseball, so we don't do a race for baseball because we're doing the World Series because there's no halftime for baseball. So not raining one today. Not be duplicating up. But we'll be live for the World Series, so we'll rate tomorrow. We're gonna rate 2 people tomorrow. We're gonna rate at 12 and 3:30 tomorrow. But baseball, there's no chance to do a rate.
Flashing lights, Steelers' glory shakes the ground. Norms cheers, Jaguars
Some Jays were in the World Series games on CBS and McDonough was on the call. It has been a long time. It's been a bit. It's been a while. What is 7? I hope you're right. I want a good series. I want the Jays to win. But we got to reset too with Come On Us Nation. I want a good series. I want the Jays to win. I don't want to sweep. I don't want the Dodgers in 4. You guys are even hot today. I appreciate you guys a ton with all this. And the song for half off is Rock Around the Clock. If you want me to go back to the 50s. We did post. We got a request for. I'm going to post Wagon Wheel tomorrow. I was able to get Wagon Wheel in. But we did get PYT. We got that. And we also got Can't Take My Eyes Off You by Frankie Valli. So, those 2 are in. I still have a few in the queue. We got Wagon Wheel. That is going to be posted. 7 Nation Army, I just need the audio to sound better. So I'm going to do it again when the audio sounds better. Because the phone fell over. It sounded really good, but then the phone fell over. And that just sounds like crap. Backstreet's back. I might be able to knock out tonight with the band. So PYT out. Wagon Wheel out. You can't take eyes off. So we have. We got a new intro. We got Shake It Off. We got Pink Pony Club. Immigrant Song. Backstreet's back. Party in the USA. Take It Easy. X's and O's. And we got E in the queue for that. And there's no like real order to the queue. It just depends on what other people are doing. Come on with the 2 I want to ride a win. I want to walk off the clinch. Yeah, that'd be fun. A walk off to clinch to rival what Joe Carter did. That would be incredible. Oh man, just the drama of a walk off. What on? My keyboard died. Hang on. Pay the band to perform? No, you don't have to pay the band to perform. It's just a little something I do. Because the $50 is, it could be any single song. So there's some songs where it's like, oh, this could be very ugly. Like there's some where it's like, this could get pretty ugly in terms of how it sounds. Do I want to walk off home run? I don't want to walk off home run? Beggars can't be choosers. Like there are some songs I ran like Immigrant Song is going to be very, very interesting. Yeah, mine thinks J6-7. Oh no, here we go. Basically down to a walk-off double where the walk-off it's a late play the play. Oh, that'd be fun. Well, that'd be fun. With 2 outs, though, even better. So you want like a Royals Giants kind of situation. One of the craziest games of all time. Last choice for a song? My last choice. Man, my last choice. probably I Kissed a Girl. Or no, Barracuda by Heart. Definitely Barracuda by Heart would be my last choice. There's no way I could pull that off. Barracuda would be a train wreck. Like, if the wheel ever lands on Barracuda, if you want me to die, I'll do it. Barracuda would be a train wreck. There's no way I can do that song. That would be the one. I didn't even score a single run in the ninth. Well, I mean, like a situation, like obviously it didn't play out like that, but the bases were low. Like, if I recall, the final game of 2014. You had a runner on third, a runner on first, 2 outs, down by 1, 2 on. Or excuse me, runner on third, not 2 on. Runner on third, 2 out. Joe Haruma shot home runs on 9, yep. A blindfold karaoke contest? Ooh. Yeah, I like some blind karaoke. It's funny. Like you get to stay out of comfort zone. I like it. I mean, I switch it up all the time anyways, but like, I love the fact we've added this. Yeah, the worst song would be Barracuda. There is no way I could pull that off. All right, so here's the game plan. Clock's at 0. I'm going to be live for the World Series. We're going to start that stream in like 30 minutes or so. Go live for that. And then it'll be time for the Dodgers against the Blue Jays. So appreciate all you guys' the time. I'm going to set that stream up. Appreciate you guys. You guys came in hot tonight. Awesome. I appreciate all of you for everything you did. See you guys in just a little bit. We're going to do the World Series. Thanks for tuning in on the SOT stream. And I'll see you guys soon.